Hi, folks. I wanted to make this video to give you a little bit of guidance on choosing a research topic. And so, as I've said, it's really important that you put some thought into the research topic for two reasons. The first is you're going to be working on it the rest of the semester. You're doing three different projects on it: the annotated bibliography, multimodal literature review, and the position paper. And so if you find it boring, it's going to make those things very difficult. The other one is because you're doing those three assignments on it, it kind of needs to fit a particular purpose. Um, and that purpose is basically that we're going to get to a point where you're going to need to make an argument about it. And in making the argument, you're going to be required to respond to opposing views. And so that means you really need to have some kind of topic where you can clearly identify a conversation or a debate happening on the topic. You're going to need to clearly be able to define different points of view about the topic. And so what does that mean? That means that you probably want something that is a subject of current debates in one way or another. And the only restriction on the kind of content of the topic is the 5 categories that we've been talking about that are identified in the textbook. They say, I say. And so you've got politics, technology, college, gender, and the environment. And so those are really broad categories. Anything in those categories works. But again, some kind of controversial issue that's currently being debated is the type of thing you really want to find. Because that will help you just identify a conversation, a debate taking place, so that you can kind of do these other projects appropriately. And so places you might look for this type of topic, the reading you used in your summary and reflection article, that clearly defines a given debate in a pretty narrow topic. And so you could just run with that. Another one is pretty much you can just browse through They Say, I Say, the reading section, and any of those articles in the book to kind of do the same thing. And so if you want to kind of pick up a new idea, or if you want to find a different kind of debate to research, those are all great ideas. And so that's a good place to look. Another good place to look is any newspaper. The New York Times, I usually read The Guardian US, which happens to not have a paywall. But if you look at the opinion columns or the op-eds in any newspaper, those columns, all of them really define some kind of current debate that's taking place. And those would be really good research topics that would be pretty simple to kind of research and define a conversation taking place about them. And finally, you might look at the UB library and go to the database Opposing Viewpoints in Context. And so that database has a gigantic list of just different topics that are issues currently debated. And it also gives you some background information about them. And so anyway, no matter how you do it, you want to do a little bit of preliminary research in order to choose a topic. You don't want to just kind of choose one out of the blue. You want to look around and be confident that you've chosen a topic where you can define a conversation that's taking place, where there are different points of view being argued, and that you can ultimately make your own argument about. Another example that some students have done, which was really bright of them, was to use a topic from another class, something you may have studied in another class that kind of lends itself to this kind of paper. So if you want help with this, please get in touch. I can also give you a research question if you'd prefer to do it that way. But good luck. I hope you find something interesting, and I'll be very interested to hear your ideas. Thank you.